We're going to review some more problems for the Math 174 final. And the problems we're taking now are from a final that was given on August 5th, 2008. And here's one of the problems. It says, find the area of the region enclosed by the following two curves. I'm going to switch colors. This is getting dull. 1 minute. I put this down and get another color. Find the area of the region bounded by the following two curves. Y equals 2. I'm sorry, I didn't say that right. I could not read my own writing. Y equals x plus 2. And y equals x squared. This is problem number 11 on this final. So the difference, the region between two curves, the area is simply, you have to think of how the graph works.
What does it say? This is y equals
x plus 2, and y equals x squared.
Oh, and, okay.
And.
So
Y equals x plus 2 is a graph that looks like this. Y equals x squared is a parabola that looks like this. And you want to find the area in between them, which I'm going to shade in red. To find the area between the curves, I need to be able to find this point right here and this point. And the area is going to be an integral going from x is this value, whatever this x value is. I'll say this x is x1, and this x is x2. Our answer is going to be the integral. Notice this curve is going to be on top because x plus 2 is like that. The graph looks like this. It's going to be x plus 2 minus x squared dx, and x goes from x1 to x2. So we have to first find what is x1 and x2. And the reason that, hold on, I'm skipping. I want to go back a second. The area between two curves is simply the difference between the two. For the simple reason, you simply draw a very simple graph like this. What is the area? How do you compute this area, this blue area? Well, one way to do it, regardless of integrals, no integrals, I could simply look at this entire area right here. I can look at the area from there to there, and I can subtract out the green area. If the entire area is red from top to bottom, I take away the green area, I then have the blue area. So the area under a curve is an integral. So the area, so this area is the area under this curve. And the entire area is under this curve. So I subtract the two, I get the area in between. That's what I'm doing now. So that's the theory behind this. That's how it works. And we want actually though to get the area. How do we get it? Well, we first have to find these bounds to know where we integrate. It's this formula, where do we integrate? So I don't know when these two are equal. So I have to ask myself the question, when does x plus 2 equal x squared? For what x? For what x? And the two values are going to be x1 and x2. So this is an equation, x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. Let's solve that equation. This is x minus 2 times x plus 1 equals 0. Because minus 2 times plus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 and plus 1 add to be this middle number, minus 1. By the zero principle, you're multiplying two numbers to get 0. One has to be 0. So x minus 2 equals 0, or x plus 1 equals 0. This gives the answer x equals 2. This gives the answer x equals minus 1. So this right here, this is x. x2 is 2, and x1 is minus 1. That's the minus 1. So I'm going to integrate this as follows. I'm going to integrate this from minus 1 to 2 of x plus 2 minus x squared dx. The integral, I don't even need these parentheses here, they're unnecessary. To write that more clearly, x plus 2 minus x squared. This equals the integral from minus 1, sorry, don't want that. I want to say this is going to be x squared over 2 This is going to be plus 2x, 3 minus x cubed over 3. I want to take the bounds from -1 to 2. So I put in 2 for x. It's going to be 2 squared over 2 plus 2 times 2 minus 2 cubed over 3. That's the first piece. Minus, now I put in -1 for x. -1 squared over 2 plus 2 times -1 minus -1 cubed over 3. So this is what I got when I plugged in 2 for x. Is I plug in -1 for x. Let's compute. This is 4 over 2 is 2, plus 4 is 6, minus 8/3. So 6 minus 8/3. 8/3 happens to be 2 2/3. So 6 minus 2 2/3 is 3 1/3. This is 1/2 -2. So this is a half. This is a half. This is -2. Together that's -1 1/2. This is negative -1/3. So this is plus 1/3. So -1/2 plus 1/3 is negative 1 1/6. This is negative 1 1/6. So that's what. I'm sorry, there's a negative sign in front. This thing is negative 1 1/6, but there's a negative sign in front. This is negative 1 1/6. This is 3 1/3. So it's equal to 3 1/3 plus 1 1/6. I did not make a mistake in arithmetic. Please check. I do not have the answers written in advance. It could be I miscalculated. You have to do that yourself. I just show the calculus here. And then I get 4 1/2. That would be the answer. We're done.
This was a pretty tough one, huh?
I think it was tough. Do you think it was tough?
Oh, we just didn't get a chance. This was one of the last things we ended up learning,
Yeah.
so it was
I'm sorry, I got to do it.
maybe something we may want to look to.
You simply have to find